Welcome to All Things YouTube.
Hello, Internet. I'm Matt Haas, and we're talking about microphones. I'll use a lot of terms that were covered in the previous video, so if you skipped the previous video, go ahead and watch that now. One of the first things you'll be encountered with is a decision between USB and XLR. Don't worry about what those acronyms are. Well, USB is Universal System Bus. It's a way to carry ones and zeros digitally around. And XLR is External Line Return. It's a very turn-of-the-century type of acronym, isn't it? Well, it's been around that long. If you've ever went to a concert, XLR is what they're using. It's time-tested and true. All right, let's take a look at a typical USB environment. Okay, the USB microphone, as I mentioned, has the preamp and the analog to digital converter all in the same housing. You've got all three in that sucker. And the audio signal transfers to your computer through a USB cable. Okay, not real hard to comprehend. Oh, also, when say you have a $100 USB microphone, what you really have is a $40 microphone, a $30 preamp, and a $30 analog to digital converter. Okay, just kind of keep that in mind. Here's a XLR setup. Okay, so the XLR microphone attaches to a mixer, also called an audio interface sometimes. And the mixer contains the preamp and the analog to digital converter. They're built into the mixer, and then USB out to the computer. And when you have this type of environment, you could buy a nice microphone, and even a $100 XLR microphone is better than a $100 USB because you're only getting the microphone. So all of the $100 that went into making that microphone went to the components of the microphone because it doesn't have the preamp and the USBs. So you could buy a $100 microphone and a low-cost mixer, and then as you grow, you could swap the mixer out for something better and still keep your nice microphone. When you have USB, you've got to abandon the whole USB microphone and buy something else. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's do a cost analysis here. Say you're just you're talking in front of the microphone and you want one of these types of microphones. If you used your computer, so your computer has a built-in microphone, it's going to sound like garbage. The built-in microphone to laptops is competing with the fan. Sometimes the fan kicks on and the microphone will hear that because both the microphone and the fan are in the same computer. And also if you ever typed on it while you're recording, the key presses sound like boulders smashing against the ground. Okay, very poor. Don't do that. But if you get one of these USB microphones, look at how much better quality that is. This is the Blue Yeti Nano, highly recommended. And this is another Yeti product, their high-end product. I think it's $140. So $100, $140. Very, very good. This one has more features. Anything with the Yeti brand, you can't go wrong. Now, if you got a XLR microphone, this is the Heil PR40, that's what I'm using, you only get like this much better. And this is a $340 mic, and then you need to buy all these accessories, so you're in it pretty heavy. And it is better, but it's only like that much better. All right, so those are your choices. For USB microphones, again, anything from the Yeti brand, you pretty much can't go wrong with. Their Blue Yeti Nano is their lower cost one. It's an amazing microphone from what I hear. I don't own one, but it's everyone raves about it. And so that's what I recommend. And those are for microphones that are sitting in front of you and you're not moving. you're either talking in front of the camera or you're doing voiceovers during the edit process, USB mic, way to go. Or get an XLR and put it together like I mentioned. Let's talk about your phone. Okay, your cell phone. Don't forget, your cell phone has a microphone in it, and it's pretty darn good. Now, if you're using the built-in microphone, if you slap it, it'll pick up those noises. If you're out in the wind, it'll pick up the noises. And it will hear everything because that's the way it should happen. The way to make audio from your cell phone much better is to plug in your earbuds, and the earbuds have that little dongle or that little fob on it, and that has the microphone in it. That's much better. You can get that real close to your face. If you're hanging the earbud off, then the little microphone is right there. Much better. I used to do that on my videos, and I used to talk for 30 seconds while I was standing 8 feet away from the camera. I got a free app to record audio, and I just used the earbuds. That improves the quality tremendously from just talking into the cell phone without the earbuds. Okay. If you're on location or you need an external recorder, one of these are great. This is the Zoom H1. This is about $100, and you hit the record button and go, and then picks it up in the microphone. It's fantastic. You could also use this with a lav mic. These are the little things you see pinned to people's chests, and this is good because it can get real close to your mouth, and no matter where you are from the camera or how far away you are, it's still the same level of audio. And now you'll have to edit the audio waveform and the video waveform. You'll have to line them up. That's not really that hard. And here's some shortcuts I did. So notice the Zoom H1 has, you can't see that, but this is the line in, and then this is for headphones. Now I put a little sticker over that because I don't want to connect this the wrong way. It's the same type of input. It's the same 1/8 inch jack. So the last thing I wanted to do was be capturing some critical audio and have this in the wrong thing, and then it wouldn't be working. So, and then also I needed an adapter. So I taped the adapter so it doesn't come apart. You want to take every opportunity for failure and try and minimize that opportunity. So use those hacks. Those are good. If you have a DSLR or mirrorless camera, don't use the built-in microphone, because a lot of those cameras have built-in microphones. Don't use them. They're garbage. Get something like this. This is a directional shotgun mic. So this has the little slides into your camera, and then anything off axis it won't pick up. This is meant for picking up one source or, audio from one location. Now, it still will hear stuff off axis, but it will be way, way low. So this is a great way to instantly improve the audio that you capture, and it goes directly to the camera and directly to the footage. So when you import the footage, you don't have to line up the waveform with the video. It's already stamped perfectly. It's embedded. The tricky thing about this is they take batteries, and the last thing you want is to be filming all day only to find out you have no audio on your camera because the battery ran out. So be mindful of that. It's soul crushing when that happens. But that's the only way to do it. They need power, and you need a battery. These are somewhere over $100, maybe $199, maybe $150, maybe $210, something like that. But if you're capturing footage from the camera, man, that's the way to go. So there you go, microphones. I have all types of buying decisions and links to products in the documentation. So go ahead and get that. If you have any questions, let me know. Remember, for $5 a month, you can ask me questions through Patreon. And I think we're going to leave it here. Thank you. We'll see you in the next video. The next video is always the one on top. And drop a like on this video if you found it helpful. All right. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.